Imagine stepping into a world where golden sands meet azure waters, where ancient landscapes whisper tales of wonder, and where every turn leads to a new adventure. Welcome to Australia, a land of breathtaking beauty and endless exploration. In this video, I'll be your guide as we uncover the top 10 must-visit places that showcase Australia's diverse wonders. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, get ready to be mesmerized by the beauty and charm of this incredible country. Number 10. Perth. Perth, the capital of Western Australia, might be far away from the rest of Australia, but it's constantly ranked as one super livable city because it's got a chill atmosphere, awesome cultural stuff, and tons to do, especially if you love the outdoors. Many cool things to see in Perth are near the water. You can hang out on the sandy beaches north of the city, or relax in parks and picnic spots along the Swan River. Fremantle, or Freo as the locals call it, is the city's port with a cool vibe that artists and students love. If you want the classic beach experience, Cottesloe Beach, a short drive north of Freo, is the most popular spot. For a nature fix, check out Kings Park, one of the biggest city parks in the world. This massive park has a hill with amazing city views, a botanical garden with sky-high walkways, and even a war memorial. Want to see some Aussie animals up close? The Perth Zoo lets you meet kangaroos and other cool creatures. Feeling adventurous? Take a ferry to Rottnest Island, where there are no cars, or Penguin Island, where you can watch these flightless birds gobble up their lunch. Basically, if you love sunshine, the ocean, and having fun, Perth is your place. You can swim with dolphins, have a barbecue by the river, or explore the giant underwater world at the Aquarium of Western Australia. Number 9. Kangaroo Island. Kangaroo Island is like the third biggest island way off the southern coast of Australia. It's super popular with tourists because it's basically untouched nature, heaven. Think giant sand dunes, epic cliffs, cool caves, and crazy rock formations, all protected in special areas. But the best part? Animals. Kangaroo Island is crawling with cute koalas, hopping kangaroos, and even prickly echidnas. Offshore, you might spot penguins, playful sea lions, and even dolphins. Since it's an island paradise, there's heaps to do outdoors. Wanna hike through awesome scenery? Check. How about sandboarding down giant dunes? You got it. Feeling adventurous? Dive underwater and explore the cool sea world. Kangaroo Island isn't just about nature, though. The 4 main towns and the little farms around the island have yummy local food and delicious wines you can try. So, if you're looking for an awesome Aussie adventure with stunning nature, friendly animals, and good eats, Kangaroo Island is the place to be. Number 8. Brisbane. Brisbane is a bright and buzzy city on Australia's east coast. It's the third biggest in the country, but don't worry, it's still super chill. Because it's always sunny, Brisbane is basically an outdoor playground. You can bike along the river, climb rocks, or hike through nature reserves. But Brisbane isn't all about nature. It's also a top spot for music lovers. With tons of live music venues, you can catch a cool band pretty much any night. Feeling hungry after all that activity? No worries. There are heaps of delicious restaurants and bars to refuel at. Brisbane might be a stopover for some people heading to the beach, but this city is definitely worth a stay itself. It's got sunshine, nature, awesome music, and yummy food. Number 7. Tasmania. Tasmania is an island state kinda off the southern tip of Australia. Even though it's a bit remote, it's an amazing place to visit. Nearly half the island is protected wilderness, with wild mountains, beautiful beaches, waterfalls, and crazy forests. Exploring here feels like stepping into another world. You can also take a boat trip along the cool, rocky coastline where you might spot dolphins, penguins, and seals hanging out. The capital city, Hobart, is a foodie's paradise with delicious local ingredients and awesome restaurants and bars. Tasmania isn't all about nature, though. They have lots of fun festivals throughout the year where you can try local beers and wines or check out cool art and music. So if you're looking for adventure, delicious eats, and a unique vibe, Tasmania is the place for you. Number 6. Whitsunday Islands. Imagine a bunch of islands with super clear blue water and sandy beaches everywhere. That's the Whitsundays, a super popular spot off the coast of Queensland, Australia. Most of the islands are protected parks, so the scenery is amazing. Since the Whitsundays are part of the Great Barrier Reef, there's a whole world of colorful fish and coral reefs to explore. Snorkeling, scuba diving, and just swimming around are all super popular activities here. You can also sail around the 74 islands or just chill on the white sand beaches. Whitehaven Beach is famous for being one of the most beautiful in the world. The Whitsundays are cool because they have ancient Aboriginal sites too. But most of the islands are pretty untouched, with just a few resorts and campsites here and there. If you want to stay on the islands or do tours, you can set everything up in Airlie Beach on the mainland. So if you're looking for stunning beaches, cool underwater adventures, and a bit of history, the Whitsundays are the perfect Aussie escape. Number 5. Melbourne. Melbourne is the second biggest city in Australia, located at the southeastern tip near a giant bay. It's known for being super cultured and has a ton of immigrants from all over the world, making the food and neighborhoods super interesting to explore. Downtown Melbourne is packed with cool stuff. You can check out Flinders Street Station, the city's most famous landmark, with its iconic clocks. If you're looking for epic views, Eureka Tower has the highest viewing platform in the whole southern hemisphere. You can even step out onto a glass room for a crazy panorama. For history buffs, there's the Melbourne Museum, which has everything from dinosaur bones to Aboriginal culture to footy, Australian football exhibits. If you're more into the outdoors, Melbourne has big parks with shady trees and beaches by the bay for swimming and sunbathing. Brighton Beach is famous for its colorful huts, and St. Kilda Beach is super popular for swimming and grabbing food at restaurants or clubs right on the shore. Basically, Melbourne has something for everyone, so you'll never be bored. Number 4. Kakadu National Park. Kakadu National Park in Australia is an ancient place. Aboriginals have lived there for over 40,000 years, and you can even see their cool artwork on giant rocks. The park is massive and super beautiful with waterfalls, swimming holes, and giant cliffs called escarpments. One minute you can be hiking through rocky areas, and the next you're splashing in a waterfall. Kakadu gets a lot of visitors, but since it's so big, you can always find a quiet spot to explore if you wander a bit away from the main areas. So if you're looking for adventure, history, and stunning scenery, Kakadu National Park is the place to be. Number 3. Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's biggest coral reef system, like a giant underwater city off the coast of Queensland, Australia. It's made up of thousands of reefs and islands, built by tiny living things over millions of years. This giant reef is home to a super colorful underwater world with all sorts of amazing creatures, from fish and dolphins to sea turtles and even giant clams. To see the Great Barrier Reef for yourself, you can hop on a boat cruise from towns like Cairns or Townsville. These cruises can be short day trips or longer adventures, and they usually stop at spots where you can jump in and snorkel or scuba dive to see all the cool underwater stuff. There are even glass-bottom boat tours and helicopter flights if you don't want to get wet. The Great Barrier Reef is a must-see for anyone visiting Australia. Number 2. Uluru-kata Tjuta National Park. Uluru, also called Ayers Rock, is Australia's giant red rock that's famous all over the world. It's the main reason people visit Uluru-kata Tjuta National Park. Uluru is super impressive, and you'll definitely remember seeing it forever. But Uluru isn't the only cool rock formation here. Kata Tjuta, which means many heads in the Aboriginal language, is another group of awesome red rocks you can explore. The Anangu people, the Aboriginal people who own the land, consider Uluru and Kata Tjuta very special places. You can learn more about their culture at the Visitor Center. Uluru-kata Tjuta National Park has hiking trails, bike paths, and tours, so you can explore however you like. Basically, if you're looking for stunning scenery and a unique cultural experience, Uluru-kata Tjuta National Park is a must-see. Number 1. Sydney. Sydney is a super cool city on Australia's east coast. It's got a modern vibe, but a long history too. The harbour is the heart of Sydney, with Aboriginal people living there for ages and convicts arriving by boat in the 1700 ADS. Today, you can take ferry cruises under the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge and past the iconic Sydney Opera House. Feeling adventurous? Grab a kayak and explore the harbor from Manly Beach, or catch some waves with a surf lesson. If you love walking, the Federation Cliff Walk has epic views of the ocean and the harbor. Sydney is also famous for its beaches, like Bondi, Manly, and Coogee, all perfect for swimming, sunbathing, or just chilling. A trip to Sydney isn't complete without checking out the Sydney Opera House. This amazing building looks like giant sails and is known around the world. Feeling brave? You can even climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge. For other fun activities, there's shopping at the Queen Victoria Building, exploring the Rocks District with its bars and restaurants, or visiting the Taronga Zoo to see all sorts of awesome animals. Basically, Sydney has something for everyone, so you're guaranteed to have a great time. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let me know what you thought about Australia in the comments below. See you next time.